Now, the flag is being handed over to the newly elected sports captain. Next, we have the house captains and the vice captains. Varsha Shetty from class 12 is the Shrama house captain. The Shrama house vice captain is Vineet Shrikant from class 11. Now the Shrama house captain receives the flag. We have Taran Rajkumar Alle from class 12 as the Shraddha house captain. The Shraddha house vice captain is Vidhan Jain from class 11. The house flag is being handed over to the newly elected captain. The Shreya house captain is Nischal S from class 12. Arul Ravindra Fulwadkar from class 11 is the Shreya house vice captain. Now, the house flag is being handed over to Shreya house captain. The Director of Cultural Affairs is Vibha Kishan Reddy from class 12. We have Kriti Lalwani from Class 11 as the Vice Director, Cultural Affairs. The Director, Digital Innovation is Yukta Ravi from Class 12. The Vice Director, Digital Innovation is Anjali Desai from Class 11. Keep cheering for the newly elected leaders. The Director, Sustainability and Economic Initiatives is Harsh Anand Goel from Class 12. Let's give a big round of applause for our newly elected leaders. The Vice Director, Sustainability and Economic Initiatives is Pushya R from Class 11. The Director, Literary and Communication is Lavanya Naikodi Sharma from Class 12. We have Arnav Venkatesh from Class 11 as the Vice Director, Literary and Communication. Let's cheer loudly. The Director, Discipline and Integrity is Khushi R. Shenoy from Class 12. We have Tanvi MB from Class 11 as the Vice Director, Discipline and Integrity. Parisha Prakash from Class 11 is the anti-bullying in charge. Tanvi is receiving the badge for Vice Director, Discipline and Integrity. Drishti Datta is the News Curator from Class 12. Along with her, we have Vidhatri Prakash. Vidhatri Prakash, along with Drishti Datta, is the News Curator from Class 12. The Wellness Secretary is Kashvi Jain from Class 12. Kashvi Jain receives the badge for Wellness Secretary. This year, leaders have been selected for the Junior Section 2 from Grade 4. Dhruva Dutt is the Junior Head Boy. Let's give a huge round of applause. Atharva Hegde is the junior vice head boy. We have Ashmita Roy as the junior head girl. Let's keep clapping for the newly elected leaders. Ashmita Roy receives the badge for junior head girl. We have Arna Dhami as the junior vice head girl. Shrama House, can we hear a round of applause? The Wellness Ambassador is Pranati Rao. Let's see which house cheers the loudest for our newly elected leaders. I can see only Shreya House clapping. The Eco Guardian is Bhavartani A. Hambarwadi. We have Atharv A. Kulkarni as the reading leader. Pranavi Manja is the cultural buddy. Along with Pranavi, we have Mishika Krishna as the cultural buddy. Let's cheer loudly for our tiny tots. Finally, as the classroom caretaker, we have Atharv Kishore. We will now have the oath taking by the newly elected leaders.
We, the office bearers of National Hillview Public School, do solemnly resolve to stand committed to our values in thought, word, and deed. Leading by example, we shall strive with Shama, seek with Shraddha, our Shreya, upholding the pride and dignity of our institution.
I kindly request the dignitaries to be seated. I now call upon our school head boy, Daksh Joshi, and the school head girl, Vihashri Harsha, to share their thoughts on this solemn occasion. All the captains, please be seated.
Good morning, Aishwarya ma'am, respected principal, esteemed faculty, cherished parents, and my dear friends. I'm Daksham Joshi, your head boy.
And I'm Vihashri Harsha, your head girl. Today, we do not just receive badges, but we receive a legacy. Being head boy or head girl is not a destination, but it is the continuation of a journey governed by growth, grit, and grace.
As I reflect upon the 15 years that I have spent within these walls, I remember not just milestones, but moments. Moments when quiet doubt turned into quiet determination. This institution has been more than just a school to me. It has been my second home. Each corridor echoes with the laughter of lessons learned and with the footsteps of futures being built.
This journey has been everything. It was great fun, so beautiful, and unforgettable for me. The school has seen every version of me. From the small little girl who was so nervous before her first stage performance to the girl who is standing here today before you as your leader. I have stumbled, learned, and grown within these walls.
Yes, we have. I totally agree. Today, my courage and confidence have earned me this position. With honor comes great responsibility. And today, we promise. We promise not to lead from a pedestal, but from beside you.
We promise to listen before we speak, lead with empathy, act with fairness, and serve with sincerity.
As the head boy,
And as the head girl, we step forward
to lead with purpose,
to serve with pride.
and to honor the trust that you have placed in us. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you, Daksh and Viha, for your promising words. May I now request our beloved Principal Ma'am to share her message with all of us.
Good morning to one and all present here. It's a great pleasure to address you all today. Today is a special and a symbolic day of our school, where the leadership is just not passed on, but the leadership is reimagined. As we gather here today for the investiture ceremony of this academic session, we are also on a threshold of a big milestone year, the 25th year of NHVPS RR Nagar. 25, as you all know, is just not a number to us. It is a legacy, as our students rightly said. It's a legacy. A legacy which has been painstakingly built by visionary leaders, dedicated educators, supportive parents, and spirited students. This legacy, I take this moment to express my heartfelt gratitude and respect to my earlier predecessors, Ms. Rama Ranganathan ma'am and Anita Vinod Kumar ma'am, whose commitment and ideals have shaped NHVPS, whose commitment and ideals have shaped NHVPS into a beacon of academic excellence and character development. I'm humbled to take forward this legacy with renewed purpose and commitment. So, when we started planning for this investiture ceremony with my team of teachers, we were very sure that we wanted it different this time, which is why we envision the election process not just to be a platform for competing, but we encouraged our children to think what they can contribute to the school instead, along with what title will I wear. So we wanted this to be a training ground for ethical leadership and collective responsibility. To mark the 25th year, we've selected 25 student appointees. This not only symbolizes the 25th year, but we also facilitated more student participation. We ensured more inclusion, more responsibility, and more student participation. Also, we introduced 10 junior appointees to nurture leadership skills from a very young age. Each of these positions has defined roles, which has been curated by the peers and teachers together. A role which means to serve the roles that matter. To the students who've taken the badges today, these are just not badges, but commitments to uphold the values of NHBPS, to lead with integrity. To all of you who've taken the pledge today, let this moment just not be one of pride, but one of deep purpose. Remember, with leadership, the word I becomes we. And to all those students who participated, whether elected or not, we've had long conversations in my room, and I repeat what I told you and discussed with you. I count on each one of you to contribute to the school, all that you aspire to contribute, even without the badges, because the very spirit of participating is an act of leadership. So I count on each one of you. I hope you hear me clear. So here is to the new year. Here is to the 25th year. I learn as I lead, and I lead forward not alone, but together with all of you. Thank you.
Now, we will have an LED presentation by the Student Council.
Kid, and it feels nice that I won and I'm standing for something, that sportsman spirit, upholding the fight and grit that every player and every participant has in this school. And I think that's the atmosphere I want to grow into, and that's the atmosphere I want to lead into. Spirit.
I'm Daksham Joshi, and it's extremely delighting to have been elected as the head boy, and I look forward to a more fun and memorable year for everyone.
I am Vihashri Harsha, and I am extremely delighted to have been elected as your head girl for this year. I promise to give it my best, and I'm looking forward to a great year.
Being sports captain has been one of my dreams since I was a kid, and it feels nice that I won and I'm standing for something that's sportsman spirit, upholding the fight and grit that every player and every participant has in this school. And I think that's the atmosphere I want to grow into, and that's the atmosphere I want to lead into, and hopefully we'll have a
I'm Daksham Joshi.
That was truly a wonderful presentation. I now request our Trustee Secretary, Aishwarya Ma'am, to address the gathering.
Respected Principal Shanti Ma'am, our beloved Janki Ma'am, my newly elected Student Council, my teachers, the heart of the school, the students of NHVPS, proud parents, my support staff, community leaders, and everybody present here. I welcome you on behalf of the management of National Education Foundation to the first and the most significant event of NHVPS, Rajarajeshwari Nagar, the Investiture Ceremony. A special Investiture Ceremony as we celebrate 25 years of legacy of leadership, not just in education, but also nurturing young minds into more mindful leaders. It's my third Investiture Ceremony apart from the 3 schools that I've finished here, and I stand here in front of you with a lot of pride in my heart, with a lot of gratitude to the Almighty for having blessed us for 25 years to not just be followers in education, but to actually lead education in the right way forward. Today is not just an event in the calendar, as your principal rightly said you. I think it's a celebration of ownership. Celebration of ownership with that big banner falling down today as we unveil and say that the pillars of the school are not just the management, the teachers, and just the students who walk in, but we have ownership in every leader who stands out there and holds and be the ambassador of the culture of NHVPS. Everything in NHVPS stands for responsibility, discipline, respect, resilience, courage, as you also sing it in your school song every day. And this year is a special milestone, right? 25 years. 25 years ago, we had young toddlers walk into this campus, and probably last year was the first time where a child of that young toddler who passed out of NHVPS came down and put their child here. And that was a milestone for all of us. And today, when I look back, as Shanti ma'am I remember the strong woman who built the pillars of our institution, including starting with Rama ma'am, who had her strength quite loud. All of us stood by what she said. To Anita ma'am, who strengthened it with quite grace and grit. To welcoming the new chapter with Shanti ma'am, who's a leader in every sense. Today, I would like to talk to you about your new principal, Shanti Venkat. She just didn't walk into a system, she walked into a legacy. But what she brought with her is a new lens of empathy, clarity, and a quiet strength. Leadership, as she reminds us, is not about changing what already works. It's about honoring what has been, gently and powerfully building on it, just like a true leader does. And today, when all of you stand as a mark of leadership and taking those badges, not just badges on your chest, but to the culture and the heart, I want you to look at her. I want you to look at your visionary principal to stand by and say, it's not about what I'm going to change, but it's about what I'm going to impact. There is a strong legacy when I saw my alumni come here and stand here, walk with that same discipline, march to that better than my new leader today. It gives me pride in my heart, gratitude towards how they have stood as an ambassador of NHVPS, not just in the school, but also outside the school. And I think that's leadership, right? Leadership is not about standing here making announcements and giving speeches. Leadership is standing behind and saying, I'm with you as we can achieve the world. And that's exactly what you, 25 plus 10 of you, have in your hands. You're not going to talk leadership, but you're going to walk leadership. It was not far away that yesterday evening in my family dinner with my family, we were discussing about how are we going to make it to the World Cup next year, right? Something that's exciting. As we were discussing that, we were recollecting on how in the 2018 Football World Cup, I don't know how many of you remember, it was a close match between Belgium and Japan. Japan lost with just fractions. But you know what taught me in that lesson? We all love football in a way we do. Japan could have been frustrated in every way possible and everything was going to be accepted, right? But what did they do? They went back, cleaned up their lockers, bowed to the stadium, said thank you, and left with respect. They might have not won the cup that day, but they won the respect of the world. And they showed what culture of their country holds to the world in such a small way, right? And I think that's leadership. Leadership is not proudly taking that badge today. It's just the beginning. Leadership is going to start when you uphold everything that true badge means to you. Leadership is not winning an election gracefully. It's about losing it and still saying, how am I going to support that leader? Leadership is about not being the loudest in the room, but silently supporting someone as they consciously and comfortably express what they feel. Today, as you step into this role, my leaders, I want you to remember that nothing comes before the culture of the school, neither your friendships nor your comfort. We learn the most when we are in discomfort. And leadership is about making informed choices and not just responding to them. When I say informed choices, you're going to listen more than you talk. That's what leadership has taught me all this while. Listen to your walls, listen to your teachers, listen to your mentors, listen to your juniors, and listen to your team. You won't be a great leader if you are strong. You will be a successful leader if your team is strong. And from today, it's time to build your team. Your team with the peers of leaders around you, your team with those lovely children who have probably voted for you and believed that you can make a difference, right? So you're stepping into a system that has already been strong to strengthen it even more. I wish you all the best in that. Make sure you carry your values of I respect, whether it's integrity, respect, responsibility, empathy, equity, sustainability, and most importantly, truth. That comes to trust. If I have to trust you, you have to uphold the truth. And I know it's going to be an exciting year of roller coaster of events, how proud we feel as a community, and how much we're going to make noise to the community on our strength, the 25th year. You will lead it with your integrity and your conduct in the system in our schools, right? So wishing you all the best. Congratulations to every student who's elected and standing in front of me today. Congratulations to the whole school for having a wonderful election and an impactful one and making the right choice. Congratulations to every child who believed that I could be a leader and even stood for this position, because even standing up to say that maybe I can be a leader is the first step to leadership. And I'm sure you have a long way to go. So wishing the school a very all the best, wishing the principal and the teachers a very all the best as they hit a significant milestone with impact to lead the education system in our country. Thank you and have a great day.
Thank you, ma'am, for your motivational speech. I'm sure our leaders are inspired by your example and will work hard to achieve the same. We would like to give a token of appreciation to our alumni leaders. I request Aishwarya ma'am to do the honors. I call upon Satvik Harish. Next, I would like to invite Mayank Kochar. I call upon Vishal Lunawat. Next, I call upon Krisha Bidahur. Finally, I would like to call Riddhi P. Thank you, ma'am, for doing the honors. As we come to the end of today's event, I call upon Sharda Prasad, the school vice head boy, to propose the vote of thanks.
Good morning to one and all present here. Good morning, Aishwarya ma'am, principal ma'am, my esteemed faculty, my peers, students, all the staff, and the ex-leaders. It fills my heart with great pride and joy to be standing here as the newly elected school's vice head boy. This badge on my chest, it isn't just a sign of power. It's a promise to lead with humility, to serve with purpose, and cherish my purpose and every voice that has helped me reach today. First and foremost, I offer my heartfelt gratitude to Aishwarya Ma'am for being our leader, for being the person who has helped us, for the backbone of the school. Nextly, to our principal Ma'am for being the wind beneath our wings and letting us fly. To the ever supporting and coordinators and teachers, thank you for being the bridge from our ideas to our actions. Without your instructions and inspiration, we wouldn't be where we are. Thank you to the admin department, whose behind the scenes magic makes everything flowing. Thank you for making the impossible seem like a daily routine to us. To our warm hearted support staff, your smiles, your care, your unnoticed acts of kindness make this campus a home we love. And to my peers and juniors, my brothers and sisters in arms, your belief in me was my strength during every doubt. This moment belongs to all of us. And thank you for all the ex leaders for taking time out of your busy schedules. As Paulo Coelho once said, the world is changed by our examples and not just our opinion. From starting today, let us take actions that have an impact on this world, that set our name in history. Let us step into this new chapter with energy, compassion, and unshakable unity. Let us rise together and lead the way for another better tomorrow. Once an NHVPN, always an NHVPN. Thank you and have a great day.
Thank you, Sharda. Students, please rise for the national anthem. School, attention. Thank you. This is Iris Norona signing off. Now, I hand over the mic to Revati ma'am.
Request everyone to be seated. Okay, wait. Rooted in legacy. Kindly sit down. Please sit down. Please sit down, all of you. Rooted in legacy, growing through leadership. 25 years, 25 branches, one tree of leadership. Today, as we mark 25 years of nurturing young minds, we plant a symbol that will stand tall all year, the NHVPS leadership tree. This is no ordinary tree. It holds 25 branches, each representing a young leader entrusted with responsibility and guided by our values. Each appointee will now step forward to inscribe a personal leadership promise on their branch, a line that reflects how they will lead with courage, respect, and commitment. Our youngest appointees, too, will place their promises on growing saplings near the base, reminding us that leadership starts early, takes root, and grows strong. As this tree stands tall in our campus, let it remind us every day that leadership is not a title. It is a commitment to grow, to guide, and to give back. I request the student leaders to come forward. You can write their promises. We would like to play the LED presentation once more. You can see.
Joshi, and it's extremely delighting to have been elected as the head boy, and I look forward to a more fun and memorable year for everyone.
I am Vihashri Harsha, and I am extremely delighted to have been elected as your head girl for this year. I promise to give it my best, and I'm looking forward to a great year.
Being sports captain has been one of my dreams since I was a kid, and it feels nice that I won and I'm standing for something, that's sportsman spirit, upholding the fight and grit that every player and every participant has in this school. And I think that's the atmosphere I want to grow into, and that's the atmosphere I want to lead into, and hopefully we'll have a very achievable year.
My name is Varsha from class 12C, and I am Shrama House captain for this year. I'm very happy that I got selected to be part of student council, and I'm very thankful to all the students and teachers who voted for me, and I'm committed to bringing some type of positive change to the school year, and thank you all.
I'm Taran Rajkumar Alle, and I'm thrilled to be the Shrama House captain for this year. I'm honored to be leading my house to seek victory this year once again. I'm Mr. Les, Shreya House captain, and I'm thrilled to be part of this council and hope to do good work.
I'm Vibhakishan Reddy, standing for the position of Director of Cultural Affairs. I plan on integrating food festivals and many cultural events for the 25th year of our school, along with academics, to make it fun.
I'm Yukta Ravi, and I've been elected as the Digital Innovation Director. As the world revolves around digital nowadays, I'll bring in more fests related to digital, and that's my role.
Alright, so my name is Lavanya Naikudi Sharma. I'm your Director of Literacy and Communication. And if you don't know what that is, you'll probably find me with the books or helping you guys out with all of that. And I'm really honored that you chose me for this, and I'm really looking forward to serving you all.
I'm Harshan Goel, and I have been elected for the post of Sustainability Director. And the school in its operations is already quite sustainable, but as a director, I would like to cultivate the spirit of sustainability in every NHUPN's heart and move the spirits of the school forward.
I'm Khushi Ashnoy, Director, Discipline and Integrity. I plan on passing the integral values the school has taught me and to uphold the discipline and integrity of this institution. Okay, so I'm Drishti Datta, and I've been appointed as a news curator. I'm really looking forward to making the newsletter a vibrant place and a celebration of our students' talents. I'm Vidhatri Prakash, and I've been elected as the news curator. I'm looking forward to making the newsletter this year a cumulative of the hard work by the students for the students. Okay, so I'm Kashvi Jain and I'm selected as your wellness secretary for this year. Wellness basically means good health, calm and peace, and that's what I'm here to depict for.
I'm Dakshin Joshi and it's extremely delighting to have been elected as the head boy, and I look forward to a more fun and memorable year for everyone.
I am Vihashri Harsha and I am extremely delighted to have been elected as your head girl for this year. I promise to give it my best.
May I also request Aishwarya ma'am to write on the leadership tree.
Good morning, my name is Sharda Prasad Bharadwaj. I'm the newly elected Vice Head Boy. And I'm Shreya Hemant, the newly elected Vice Head Girl. It is truly our honor to be elected to the Student Council. Thank you for your trust and support. And together...
Good morning, my name is Juana. I am the Head Girl. I am Ashmita Raj. I am the Head Girl. Thank you for the opportunity to lead the group. We do our best. And we are happy to be a part of the Student Council. We will do our best.
Okay, ready? Wait. Thank you.
Parents, there are refreshments arranged for you to the right side.
Bamboo. Power man.
ಸರ್ ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹಲೋ ಸೈ ಸರ್ ಸರ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹಲೋ ಸೈಡ್ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಲ್ಲ ಕಣ ಹುಡುಗಿ.
ಯಾವ ಹುಡುಗಿ?
ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಹಿಂದೆಗಡೆ ಇರೋದು.
Her ma'am. In between the shoulders. She is not visible. Okay, ready? Look here. Smile. Thank you.
ಲೈವ್ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ದಾ?